Hey folks, I'm Dave with Dagon Laser Craft. The benefits of materials testing for your laser can't be overstated. It helps you to determine the proper speed, power, and help you to see the shading and depth that you're looking for in your specific job. Today, we're going to do a materials test on Slate using Lightburn and the XTOOL D1 Pro 40 watt. The particular laser you have doesn't matter. The steps in Lightburn will be the same. And while I've done several material tests on wood, like you can see behind me, I've never done one on Slate. So we can learn this together. Let's get right to it. Okay, so just get the laser set up. Get your coaster square in the bed. You notice I don't use this shield very often because I'm wearing glasses, and it's easier to tell if you're framing this properly when you don't have it on. Just be safe while you're doing it. Okay, she's all set. Let's jump into Lightburn and get it set up. Okay, so here we are in Lightburn. You want to go up top and click on Laser Tools. Click on Materials Test. You'll get this parameters window with some presets. On the left you have vertical rows with speed. On the right, horizontal columns with power. So my machine is set up for millimeters per second. I'm going to leave the minimum at 10, set the max for 100. The 10 up top is just the number of boxes that will be in the test. 10 down and 10 across. The Y and X center are just some presets that may change depending on what machine you have and how your bed's laid out, or if you're using absolute coordinates like I am. So I'll adjust that when we get back to the laser. So we can edit the material settings. These numbers up top you can leave alone because that's just the last setting you used for a fill on the laser, and it's going to vary because of the parameters we set up anyway. Here you want to make sure this stays on fill and not line or offset fill. These presets here are fine. You may want to adjust them and play with them later. Check out the crosshatch instead of just the back and forth pattern here. But for this test it's fine. Over on the power side, again we have the 10 count, 10% minimum, 100% maximum, 5 millimeter boxes, and we're going to edit this text setting. Now the numbers up top here do matter because that is the actual speed and strength at which you're going to engrave the numbers on the test and the any writing that's on there, and you'll see in a minute when we do a preview. These numbers here are fine, and just set this to whatever. You may have to test it a couple of times for the different materials to get it right, or if you already know what they are, just change those. So we can click OK, and we can do a preview, and the text settings will be for all of the text that's written here. And one reason I try to keep even numbers is so I don't get decimals along the left and bottom. I try to keep it as simple as possible for me. So you can play this through and you can see exactly how it's going to play out on the piece of slate or whatever material you're working with. And you can do this with any job. Any job you're working, you can you can do a preview and see how it's gonna play out and move. Okay, so now we just need to do a frame. You want to frame up and make sure your material's where it needs to be, and the test is going to hit it just right. And then you will click start to send it to the laser. So we'll get back to the laser and do just that. So after setting up in Lightburn, before you send the materials test to the laser, you want to run a frame on it, and you can do that within the materials test. And if it doesn't frame just right, at least with this laser I have, the XTOOL D1 Pro 40 watt, and coupled with Lightburn, and using absolute coordinates, I can just move the laser head and run the frame again. And just keep running it until I get it exactly where I want it. And that should work. Okay, let's send it to the laser. Well, here's the finished product after cleaning it up a little bit with some white vinegar and a soft rag. You can see the slight coloration differences. You can see down at the bottom right where the laser tried to, I guess, eat through the slate. It's the 40 watts, a pretty powerful laser. I believe it's the strongest diode laser on the market. So you can play around with your settings. My speed is set for millimeters per second because that's what's on my other laser, and it just helps keep me straight. You can change the patterns of the feel and get it to exactly what you're looking for. So there you go. That's it. Okay, folks. Well, there you have it. Materials test on Slate using Lightburn and the XTOOL D1 Pro 40 watt. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe. Please check back often for new videos, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. I really appreciate your time.